How to write the ideal headline for your press release. Writing a good headline is an art form. It's not just about writing something that's catchy and makes people want to read your press release. It's also about being honest, accurate, and clear. If you're looking for tips on how to write a good headline, here are some things to keep in mind. Make sure it's relevant. If your organization is a nonprofit organization, don't say, "We're the best." Think about what an average reader would be looking for when they see your headline. What would they want from you? How can you make it clear that this press release will help them? A good way to start crafting a relevant headline is by making sure that it's accurate. You don't want your audience getting confused about what the press release is actually about, so make sure that the headline matches up with what's in the body of text. Make sure it doesn't overpromise or underdeliver. If the press release is about a new product launch, don't say, "This launch will change your life forever." That's setting yourself up for failure if the product isn't quite as amazing as you thought it would be. Instead, try something like, "New product launch, coming soon." That way, if the product isn't as good as you'd hoped, at least you haven't told people they'll love it before they've even tried it. Use numbers. Numbers are more likely to be remembered than words, so try using them in your headlines. For example, instead of writing, "Our new office has many windows," try, "We now have 25% more windows than before." Numbers are important for many reasons. They give your press release credibility, and they help the reader know that you've done your research. But one of the biggest reasons to include numbers in your headline is because they make it clear what you're talking about, which makes it easier for readers to understand what they're reading. Don't be too wordy. Try to keep it short and sweet, especially if the press release will be printed in print media. If it's going online, though, you can get away with being a bit more verbose since people are likely to scroll through the content anyway. Lastly, avoid cliches. Cliches may help convey your message quickly, but they also sound unoriginal and boring. They could also cause readers' eyes to glaze over. Instead, think about how you can make your message as unique as possible while still keeping it on topic. Looking for a dependable press release service that won't break the bank? Visit linkdaddy.shop and order Linkdaddy's premium press release services today to get the word out about your business.